ライオン神エスカノール様だ。震えるさ。
Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Critic Alex, and today we're going to be taking on final boss GOWTHER, and I'm going to be showing you not only the team I used to score in the top 1.6%, which is pretty good, it's modestly good, but also I'm going to be trying and then discussing some other team compositions in case you don't have Blue Lilia or you don't have Hauser built up a lot, or some of these other units. I want to try some of the units that I recommended, basically like Weinheit, like Blue Gila, like what's her name, Blue Liz Hawk, because I've heard some different things. Some people are happy, some people are not so happy, but I will say that if you've been playing since Final Boss King, you probably will find this final boss easier for two reasons. One, I feel like most players are a lot stronger now, even if they're free to play between then and now. And then for two, you can actually use King in this boss battle. King is just so good. Crazy ult, heal, purification, and then decent damage on his petrify. He's just such a fantastic unit to have, and it's really nice that you can bring him into every single other final boss from now on. Of course, besides King's when he comes back around. So we're gonna queue up first Hell. Hell is obviously where I got my highest score. This is the team that I used: Hauser, King, Blue Lilia, and Arthur support. Lilia is using a HP defense set with Pierce rate. Now I did in fact re-roll. I created another bracer, and it's actually right here on Merlin. It's this 10.4 bracer. That was the one I had before. I rerolled another one, and as you can see, I cannot get away from these attack rolls. I'm not complaining about how lucky I am, but when I'm trying to roll Pierce rate and I keep getting crazy attack rolls, it's almost like the universe is not letting me build a full Pierce set for Lilia. But this set in particular, almost 8,000 attack, but we now have 100% Pierce rate. I did get both of her cosmetics, so she is very close to like super ultra maxed. Hauser's got a full or almost full Pierce set. King is HP defense, and then Arthur doesn't have gear at the moment, but I believe this is probably the most consistent team to just get wins. This may not be the team for the absolute highest score, and you can check out videos from Seaton and Sekapoko for that kind of stuff, but this team will perform very well. You can make mistakes and it doesn't matter too much, and even if your gear is not as good, as long as your CC is high enough, hopefully you can hit 150 CC. If you can't hit 150 CC, HP food is actually very good for this boss because you're gonna need to heal. So having more HP means that your heals are gonna pop off for more, especially King's heal, because it's a percentage of your diminished HP. So having a higher HP total will help that out. And then you'll have more HP because Arthur is giving more HP related stats to both Lilia and Hauser, and then he's giving Lilia himself and Arthur 8% more. You should never see Arthur come out, by the way. He's just there to make them tankier and give them more lifesteal, especially Hauser, because he's gonna get picked on, basically. He's gonna get picked on. But yeah, HP food is not bad. If you don't need HP food, if you don't need the CC, then Pierce food is your best bet here. So we are 163,002. We're gonna pop the Pierce rate food that I've also been using in PvP, and I really wanted to make a PvP video, but we'll save that one. And we go up by about 400 CC, so not too bad. But obviously it's not going to push you over the top if you're not quite at 150, if you're at like 145 or 146, but that HP food will probably, I believe if you're like 145, you'll get pushed up to 150. But yeah, gear is huge. Gear is huge. I watched a video, for months back. Nagat said, gear is at least 50. I don't know if he said specifically 50%, but gear accounts for so much of the success in these fights. So if you're under geared, your CC is going to be lower. It's just going to be so much harder. So the way that I run this is you want to dump, or you want to use your King cards as much as you can, because for the first 3 or 4 turns, these guys here do not taunt. So you have free reign to attack, and King is going to do the most damage because this attack has the best scaling and it's single target. And trust me, you don't want to do too many AoE attacks. But contrary to what I have said and other people, you can do some AoE attacks. So we're actually going to do both here. We're going to let this combine. It would be nice to have the Purify. You actually want to keep some level 1 cards to pop off some level 1 cards, because her level 1 doesn't have Purify, doesn't have Cleanse, the remove debuffs. But we're gonna do this here just so we can get more cards back. And I'm gonna show you, that you can do damage. You can't kill. All you have to remember is you don't kill these 2 shield boys. You don't kill the big shield boys until you're ready to kill GOWTHER. If you can kill them all in one shot, cool beans, do it up. And this is why, you see, you get attack sealed because you have Ore de Doda. So you get attack sealed. This is why you want to keep one or two of the level 1 king cards. And this is why king is so good. And so if I don't have king, like for example Gila, I would want to keep her level 1 card because it also has remove debuffs here. So we're going to remove debuffs. We are going to play this card here. He's going to ult us, but the ult in this phase doesn't really do that much damage. I kind of don't want to use this card, but I'm going to. We're going to play a little bit risky here. Let's see what happens. But basically, you know, worst comes to worst, you can always use your ult, your king ult. Rushing king ult is actually not a bad idea for this first phase. Rushing Hauser ult is not as good, and rushing Lilia ult is not as good because their ults are better for the second phase to roll back the boss. You need to do enough rollbacks on the ult gauge to get enough points, especially if you're trying to go for a high score like top 5%, top 1%, or maybe top 100. You're going to need to do a lot of rollbacks, but we're not getting very lucky here with cards. We're not getting very many of these cards, so we're going to have to actually just stall for a turn. So we're going to go ahead and combine Lilia's card, and we're going to pop it. I believe that the big totem boys are going to taunt this turn. We kind of waited too long, unfortunately. But because you have so much healing, we could use King's ult. But yeah, see, we're not getting any King attack cards. And I don't think Hauser's level 2 here, Rising Storm, I don't think that's going to be enough to kill. We actually got ranked down. That's fine. Okay, he didn't taunt. Oh, he did taunt. Okay. So rather than sort of waste time here, I am going to ult. It's not necessarily the best move to ult here, but it's not the worst either. We're going to combine Lilia's card. We can get her ult next turn. And you know what? We're actually not going to move his card. But we could get Hauser's ult, but we're not going to. We're going to move this here just to save that. So we're going to ult. You're going to see. Boom. Okay, so we're on to the next phase. So that could be anyone's ult. That could be any AoE damage. If GOWTHER had less health, I could have used Hauser's AoE card. You can AoE in the first phase. It's just risky. It's definitely risky. You have to manage the HP of those two guys, and you have to remember how much damage you're doing, and you have to pay close attention to that so that you don't go over. But so cool. So cool. Love this. Love this. Never going to get tired of seeing them descend down like that. But yeah. So you got a gold card here. You have to pay attention to these cards now in the second phase of the fight. If you're using Lilia, if you're using Blue Merlin, if you're using, you wouldn't use Elaine, but if you're using Hauser, because those rank down, right? It's decrease skill ranks and then deplete. So we're gonna decrease that skill rank and then we're gonna deplete. Depletion is so important for racking up battle score points. So important. So we're gonna cleanse here because we don't want to get this here. We're gonna AoE. And then now we have to AoE. So now we want to AoE as much as we can here. And we're just going to throw out a Hauser card to get his ult next turn. But what I've seen, to give you guys a tip here, obviously they have much more HP in this phase. Actually, GOWTHER doesn't have that much more HP. GOWTHER himself. But you're always AoEing, so it seems like you're doing more damage because you're hitting the tanks. But the tanks have like infinite HP. This is why you need a lot of purifies because of all these, you know, like look at that. All attack down, defense down. It's like, look at all these debuffs. Wild. But, yeah. Cannot use debuff skills. HP decrease. It's crazy. It's crazy. We have a silver card there, so it's nice. We can roll him back again. Now, one thing you can do, an extra tip I can give you, is you can try and get a gold Lilia card. And you can try and stall until there are 3 orbs filled for these guys and for GOWTHER. GOWTHER's pretty easy because it plays so many cards per turn. But for these guys, it's slow. But if you can save up a gold card, then you can deplete them all, and you get 9 depletions, or 3 depletions. I don't know. You get a lot of depletions. It's a lot, trust me. It's nice. It's good. But here's what we're going to do here. We're going to ult with him to roll back. You know what? Let's heal first. Let's cleanse and heal first. And then we're going to do that. And then... yeah, okay, we'll use King's card. I wasn't, there we go. We get the mission accomplished for the number of cleanses. You have to do a certain number of cleanses, so you have to absolutely bring at least 1, 2 characters that can cleanse are really nice, like King and Gila, for example. And I think that's going to be my next one. I'm going to try Gila instead of Lilia, and I'm going to try Weinheit instead of Hauser. But we're going to try on a slightly lower difficulty so you guys can see how it goes and not get too discouraged if I get bopped. Now, we need 1 more of these. So we're not going to be able to stop the ult here unless we do this. Okay. Yeah, if we had gotten 1 more, we could drag for level 3. But we'll do a level 2 here. No, we won't. We will cleanse. Then we will do a level 2, and then we will... We have the AoE already, but let's just do another AoE here. It's a slow fight. It's definitely a slow fight. You definitely take your time. You don't want to rush. You're not necessarily trying to burst down the boss as fast as possible. This boss certainly does less damage than Final Boss King. You don't have Ruin to deal with. You don't have the crit. You don't have as much crazy. Like, you can see that the AoE is nice. Their single target damage is not bad, but it's nothing crazy, right? You're not like you're not getting owned here. Okay, we don't have any purifies here. We have a heal, but we're gonna ult. We're going to play a card, and then we're going to roll. Well, we got taunt. Then you know what? We're still not gonna be able to get her ult. That's okay. Then we might as well just get rid of an extra card. It's fine if it's taunts that hits the guy, because we have the 2 AoE skills, so it doesn't matter. Might kill GOWTHER. No, not even close. Okay. Just wasted damage there, just throwing away a card. We're getting a little bit unlucky with the card RNG. But if we get a Purify, yeah, we're getting way too many Petrifies. Ugh. Yeah, you know what? We're not gonna be able to stop this ult. Yeah, I didn't play super well. I should have prioritized Lilia's ult more. So GOWTHER is gonna ult us. The ult I don't think is gonna kill us. We also have a heal here. So yeah. But I'm a little bit disappointed. We have to AoE with Hauser, actually. We could have AoE'd with Lilia, but we had to AoE there 100%. Otherwise, we would have incurred the wrath, the wrath of the stone giants. Wow, another Petrify. Handful of Petrifies. So yeah, the single target damage becomes a lot worse in the second phase for sure. Because you have to AoE, but then also because they still taunt. Oh no. Sometimes he doesn't... Okay, so he just didn't ult. Cool. So that's good. You got a silver card there. We're going to get another rank down. I think the boss is dead. We're going to get a nice combine there. But I think the boss is dead. So there you go. That's how it's done. This was a particular... Oh my gosh, we are not done. Hauser? Okay. Okay. Wow, 1.5 million damage from King. That's a level 3 Petrify for you. This was probably my worst run I've ever recorded. 3 mil, just over 3 mil. That was bad, but it's good that you see that, you know, and I didn't even do, I didn't even have enough. I got flooded. My hand got flooded, absolutely flooded with Petrify cards, which is, you know, unlucky, but it happens from time to time, now and then. So now let's go and see if we can put together a team. Maybe we can try Hell again. Let's try Hell again with a more janky team. So let's say we don't have Lilia. Oh no, we lost Lilia. Bummer. And we're going to bring in Gila. We lose Gila here. But instead of Hauser, we're going to bring in... Did I say Blue Lizhawk or did I say Winehite? I think we need Stance Cancel. Oh, restricted heroes. This looks cool. The thing with Winehite is you don't have a lot of damage. So this team actually lacks DPS. I'm looking at it and I'm like, yikes. This team is kind of yikes. But maybe my gear can make up for it. Resistance, recovery rate. I don't really want resistance or recovery rate, but that's too bad. Not gonna be able to bargain our way out of that one. Let's try this team out. So we're gonna give him the gear that we had on Hauser. Give him Hauser's Pierce gear, or we can give him Melly's Pierce gear. Ooh, give him tons of Pierce, but he doesn't have Pierce rate. Right? His attacks are all just damage. Like his scaling is just damage. It's just regular DPS scaling. So regular attack scaling. What the heck is DPS scaling? Yeah, I don't think yeah, his are just it's just scaling based on attack. Yeah. Oh, his ult is Pierce. Okay. Well, we don't have Lilia anyway, so it doesn't matter too much. And then Gila as well as all full attack. This team is pretty janky because we don't even have them at level 80. So it's a little bit sketchy. It's a lot sketchy. But let's see how this goes. Okay, so I had a change of heart regarding Gila. I didn't really think that she was going to do enough for the team. So I actually stuck with Winehite, and I actually subbed in Blue Lizhawk for more single target damage in the first phase. Now, because of this, we're basically relying on Winehite specifically for all of the AoE, which can be pretty risky, but I decided to sub in Marmus as well for the extra HP, the 30% HP. because Arthur was really only giving HP to him now that we have a fairy and a goddess. As far as the food goes, I'm still going to go with... I don't think I want to go with Pierce Rate. It's either Lifesteal or... I think I'm going to go with Lifesteal food. I actually think we do need Lifesteal food to sustain, especially he does. And with his AoE, I think he can actually do enough lifestealing to sustain with just one healer instead of two. But let's try this out here and see how it goes. We also have... Please zone into the mission. We also have more single target damage here from Blue Lizhawk, but this is kind of sketchy. I would say that this is going to be a pretty difficult team. Maybe it's not worthy of hell, but we'll see. We can stall for longer on the first phase as long as we don't take too much damage. He's level 70, which is pretty sketchy, but he's got decent gear. But if we can stall, it'll set us up for the second phase because of the healing on King and because we can just remove stances now. We get pretty trash cards to begin, so there's that. I think we just rush her ult, I guess. Yeah. We want to rush her ult to try and just nuke down GOWTHER in phase 1. The damage is not so hot, but that is what it is. Okay, we get another card here. Nice, so we can stack this one up. But yeah, they're going to go right after him like he's a delicious snack. Okay. The Ore de Doda is really good for Lizhawk because of the digest. Now let's see what happens here, but we're gonna get 3. We get the ult here. A little bit worried for my boy Winehite, I gotta say. But let's prep our heal. We're gonna get an ult next turn. This is also gonna do more damage. We got 3 now. I feel like that was the same amount of damage. I feel like, although it was 60% more from the Amplify, it really wasn't that much more. Alright, Winehite. Winehite's taking a beating here. Whoop. Can you leave Winehite alone? I need him for the second phase. Thank you. I need you to die, GOWTHER. Okay, so we're going to heal. We are going to bop. And we're going to bop. I don't know if this is going to kill. Oh, that's a nice heal. I don't know if that's going to kill GOWTHER. Yes, it does. Okay, very nice. All right. Okay, so we're in a good position now for phase 2. We've got 3 AoEs in our hand. The AoEs are not... Listen, guys. Winehite's AoE, pretty trash. The AoE damage is pretty trash. And the attack seal is not going to matter, because I believe that everyone is attack... Like, obviously, GOWTHER is attack seal proof, but I believe the clowns here are also attack seal proof. Let me just double check here real quick. Gold cards, yikes. Petrify stun, yeah, they cannot be attack disabled. So he's really just here to just do damage. So we just want to conserve as many attack cards of his as possible while doing damage to... But we need to rush Lizhawk's ult too. Yeah, you know what? I think we're gonna do... no, you know what? We're not gonna do that because we need to... Hopefully he doesn't patience here. We need to get Liz's ult. Damage is such a joke. But we're getting more pierce rate, so our damage is going up as the fight progresses. It's just slow, and so it's a bit nerve-wracking. It's like a race against... Well, you can see how much damage Winehite is taking. But yeah, sure, target King. It's actually good. Good for me. Good for me. No ult this turn. No heal either, which is a bummer. We're going to have to purify, but we're going to digest first. So we're going to get an extra... Oh, we only get 1 extra one, so she only gets 2, actually. It's actually pretty bad. Anywho. We're going to... Yeah, she only gets 2, but 2 is better than... 2 is better than 1. We're hoping to get some of her attack cards. We need to get her ult off soon to do enough damage to kill GOWTHER. Because as you can see there, just not enough damage being done. And Winehite, actually, Winehite might be dead. Okay, that's good. But if Winehite dies, we lose our AoE. And then we have to pray to get a Marmus card. Please don't kill him. Give me 1 more turn. Okay, we get 1 more turn. Okay, that's good. Now the ult... Okay, the ult's still not coming. Okay, that's good. That's good. So we're gonna get this. No, you know what we're gonna do here? We're going to move this card. We're gonna, so we get her alt next turn. It's a bummer that she still has those, you know, those D buffs, but okay. He heals back 13,000. The lifesteal is almost enough. The lifesteal is honestly almost enough. So we have to stance disable. Oh, don't die. Okay. Okay, good. We have to stance disable. Oh no, he can't stance disable because he's locked out. Oh my god. And I don't have a purify. What a joke. Okay, we're gonna have to sit on her alt for a turn. That's a bummer, dude. We're gonna have to sit on her alt for a turn. Wow, we just needed a purify. Yeah, that's a bummer. 100. Yeah, they're all 100. So we're just going to. Yeah, we needed a purify there. We're just doing enough damage to tickle GOWTHER. This is the final boss tickle fight. Oh my, enough. Bro, we just need a purify. I just need a purify. That's all I need. At this point, I don't want them to kill him, but I need a purify. GOWTHER's gonna ult soon and kill us all. Or, you know, they're gonna ult. Oh no, next turn they ult and they kill me. This is bad. Yeah, this is all single target. Yeah, this is not good. This is not good. We 100% absolutely need. Oh man. Bad news bears, boys. I need a purify. I cannot draw. I need a purify or a digest. No. No, I need a purify. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, now wine height. Just survive, buddy. Just survive. This is gonna be crazy if we can get this off. Just survive, buddy. Just survive. No. Oh, they lost the taunt? Oh, they lost the taunt. Okay, buddy, they lost it. Oh, they're gonna ult. Okay, so they're gonna ult and kill me. The ult does like a bazillion damage. So we need to hope that this kills. If this doesn't kill GOWTHER, how much damage is this? 128? Yeah, if this doesn't kill GOWTHER, we lose. Let's find out. This is hilarious. Yes! Oh man, I was not breathing. I was not breathing. Obviously, this is not the team that you necessarily want to use, and it's going to be a nervous. This is a horrible score. It's going to be a nervous, you know, death-defying. Like you feel like you're a trapeze artist, just wonking on the tightrope. Is it trapeze? Anyways, you're a tightrope artist, just wonking on this tightrope suspended above two skyscrapers. My god. But yeah, you can do hell difficulty with this janky team with Marmus and Liz Hawk and Winehigh. You just got to get lucky. Actually, we got terribly unlucky at the end there. See, if there was any turn between the last turn and like 4 turns prior to that I had drawn 1 purify, then we had the level 2 we had the level 2 here waiting. It was the card on the far right. We had this level 2 waiting to remove stances, and then we could have just removed the stance from the big guy and then just nuked GOWTHER. But man, the game would not give us attack seal or the purify and or digest. Actually, you know what? Digest would have been fine. So we were literally drawing 2 out of 6 cards, and the game was not giving us. So we had a 33% chance to draw a card, and we were not getting it. But even with all that bad RNG in the second phase, we still got it done with a level 70 wine height. Yeah, gotta make that boy work. I made a video about him being like, yo, rip RIP wine height, blue demon melee forever. But he finds his value. I am really hype that we got it done with this crusty team. So yeah, obviously what this means is that gear is everything, because my gear carried me a lot. So yeah, hit me up in the comments down below. Let me know what you think of these 2 matches from Final Boss GOWTHER. Let me know what you've been doing with Final Boss GOWTHER and how you've been getting along with the battle, and any tips that you can provide or any help that you need. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.